Let me go shut that phone off.
Okay. There you are, Alonzo. You're live.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today, Alonzo?
I'm good.
What would you like to say? Thank you. I'm fine. What would you like to say to my people?
Good morning. I hope you're safe. Hope you're well stocked. Toilet paper hasn't been in the news for a while, so I think we all have some now. So that's a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wear your mask and breathe shallow.
What you drinking?
Just coffee.
Me
This
too.
morning.
So you're in a bunker in Los Angeles or Vegas?
I'm in LA. I wouldn't describe it as a bunker. Just still in my home. We haven't reached bunker level yet. The funniest thing in LA is it's been raining every day, and that hasn't been news. Normally, when it rains, that's the first story in the news. They let you know it's raining. It's going to rain. We need water. We don't need water. But now, nobody cares.
Nobody. Boy, I'll tell you, this is putting a whole new spin on life for a lot of people.
Well, it's a new normal, right? And a very weird and unusual one.
Yes.
We're learning more about our houses. I think single men are learning about cleaning. That's a bit unusual.
I'm surprised that people aren't using the Clorox wipes for something we can't say.
That would be a bit painful. There's bleach involved. I don't know that that's bleach. You don't want to apply bleach there unless you're a professional.
I feel really bad for the hookers, because this has really cut into their business.
I actually read something about that, and they are moving into it was some kind of. It's not Zoom, but it's some kind of similar one-on-one video experience. So, I guess some of them are still making a buck, but yeah, it's hey, personal services are being cut back.
Active intercourse. That's a new Pornhub category. A lot of good stuff will come out of that shutdown if we just reach into our humanity side and not our greed.
Well, that, as always with the news, those are the smaller stories, but there are a lot of people being generous. People making masks. Yeah. People who know how to sew have been making masks and giving them away, and people have been dropping off groceries and stuff. But yeah, the bigger stories will always be the people hoarding hand cleaner or hoarding what supplies. And then this weird thing, I don't understand it. We were talking about this yesterday. Mm-hmm. Who the hell are these people licking groceries? What the hell? What goes through your mind that you say, you know what? I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to lick everything and then go to jail for a while, because they're getting arrested and going to jail because, the stores do have video, but it's thousands of dollars in food has to be thrown away.
Yes.
I really don't understand it.
Well, remember the avant-garde gal ahead of her time in Lake Elsinore with the Wolf's Donuts that licked the donuts? The singer?
Yeah. That was a one-off crazy, but, in times of pandemic.
Yeah, crazy. How are you going to, I wish they would do this in the snow and get their tongues stuck to a telephone pole.
Yeah, that would be the least of our problems. Actually, I guess it is good that this isn't going on in the dead of winter. That would add another layer of difficulty for most of the country.
Yeah.
So,
this is really hard to see all the widespread suffering. My parents went through the Holocaust, and I'm not for the Holocaust, and there's nothing funny about it, but doggone it, at least they didn't have Facebook to tell us everything that's going on. Like we are getting bombarded with all the...
I think any Holocaust survivors would love that comparison to Facebook. I think they had it a bit worse. Yeah, we have to. I tell everyone, you have to limit your news.
Yeah.
You can't watch the news all day. You can't just read Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media because you'll end up giving up.
Yeah.
Listen, every now and then, just watch an episode of Tiger King and feel better about yourself. That's what America's doing. America is collectively like, listen, at least we're not that guy.
I remember when Tiger was king.
Yeah, he's doing okay right now.
Good.
I'm sure he's holed up somewhere with a golf course.
Good old Tiger. Those were the days. Man.
What else you got? Ask me anything.
I want to know what was going through your pea-picking brain. What made you want to be on the front lines trying to make people laugh? What was that moment like when you decided, yep, I'm going to do it?
As we talked about off camera, I was a trainer for a corporation, just like you were. I worked at McDonnell Douglas and I trained people in aerospace. And I just had more fun making them laugh than teaching them what I was supposed to teach.
Me too.
So I decided to go pro.
Yes. I had them 7 days captive to hear about debits and credits and bank robbery. And I made every single part of bank training funny.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Yeah, it was so fun. Well, what's the best and the worst that you've seen in your comedy lifetime?
Wow, that is such a big question.
Thank you.
I've had some really great moments from new faces of comedy in Montreal at Just for Laughs, which is when I started my professional career, winning Last Comic Standing, meeting giant names in comedy like Don Rickles, meeting some of the legendary people.
Wow.
Don Rickles, Phyllis Diller, working with some of the greats, like, working on shows with Dave Chappelle, or back when I got to do a show hosted by Bernie Mac, who died way too young. Those kind of things were really great. Even the lows, it's one of those things that even a bad day in comedy is still a pretty good day. I think the worst parts were, remember air travel?
Yeah.
Air travel, traveling probably would be the worst part as far as just beating you up, just getting on planes and going from point A to point B. Although there have been a couple of shows that were not necessarily the best. Probably, I remember doing a Roadhouse in East Texas and finding out that my heckler was the dragon from the Klan. That was,
Whoa.
That made for a nervous night of sleeping. But
wow,
it's all part of the gig. It's all part of the gig.
So, you're not supposed to have favorites, but tell me a club that you have really surprised you. You thought it was going to be X and it turned out to be Y+++.
That would be the clubs that are not in clubs.
Yeah.
Bananas in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, is in a ballroom at the Holiday Inn.
Wow.
And it's been there for 30 some odd years, probably coming up on 40 years. And it's a fantastic weekend. The couple of nights, Friday and Saturday night, you're doing the ballroom at the Holiday Inn, and it's great. Those are the kind of shows that you don't expect to be good, that are unexpectedly good. So I would put Bananas at the top of that list.
When you come to Vegas, I'm in Vegas, so I'm going to be selfish. When you come to Vegas, where do you perform?
I do. I'm scheduled, as of right now, it's still scheduled. Who knows? The last week of May to be at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club in the MGM in Las Vegas. And I also do a show at South Point called The Dirty at 12:30, which is Friday nights, 12:30.
I go there every Friday.
Gabe is great. That show is great.
You guys got to go to it. It's the best show in Vegas that's free.
I was going to say, and the price is right.
Yeah, man. And there's like 400, 450 that watch it.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's a lot of fun.
I love it.
I think that was more locals, too.
Yes. The audience is locals mostly. Loco, too. They love Dirty. I go there just to learn. I don't aspire to get on that stage. But boy, oh boy, do I learn a lot by watching the quality of the comics coming through there.
Well, I love that show. It's a freedom and a creativity. Anything goes on that stage, which is what's fun about it.
Yes. So that's who you are as a comic. As a human, you're a car collector, and you've entertained the troops and donated a kidney to a brother, I think it is.
Yes, and yes. Although I'm not a car collector, I'm more of an enthusiast. I don't have room to collect them. I just like driving a bunch of different cars and buying and selling and trading cars and motorcycles. It's fun. It's a great way to get rid of any extra money. Just get into that.
Have you ever met?
Yeah, I donated a kidney to my brother about 7 years ago. He's fine, and I'm fine. And entertaining the troops, the military shows are, for any comic, one of the highlights of what we get to do, because there is a huge mutual admiration. You know, we appreciate the service and the sacrifice they make, and they appreciate us making their day a bit lighter. Yeah, I think you have your hand or something over your camera. So
all righty, there you go. Is that better?
Fans can't see you. Now they can see half of you.
Oh, I don't want them. This is a background on my phone. I just want them to see you because I had to do this.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're good.
One last question. I have to think now. I lost it. Well, so much for that thought. But you, oh, I know. I live here at the Veterans Villages, and there are 6 buildings of veterans here in Vegas. Yesterday, I went and did some jokes for 2 veterans. Guess what this guy told me when I got done?
What'd he say?
The last time he had anybody tell him a joke, it was Alonzo Bodden when he entertained the troops. And before that, it was Bob Hope and Jane Mansfield. And my comedy reminded him of Bob Hope and Jane Mansfield, not Alonzo.
Well, I would think he's going to have to get to shows a bit more often.
Well, that's about all the time I want to take of your precious time, Alonzo. Thank you so much. And God bless everything you do. Thank you. Have a great day. You're doing great and giving people a little break from reality. I think that's very important right now. So thanks for having me on, asking a few questions, and we'll see you at the Dirty at 12:30. I will be there in the center, about 4 rows back. All right. Thank you. Bye, Alonzo. You too. Bye, Alonzo. Love you. Bye. Bye.